Well, it's been one of the big arguments in the cold beer controversy over who can sell it. Indiana liquor stores have lobbied lawmakers using the argument that they're best at keeping booze out of the hands of minors. But that's not necessarily what our news gathering partners at the IndyStar found in a recent analysis. Statehouse reporter Tony Cook joins me now from the IndyStar newsroom. Tony, what'd you guys find here?
Well, we looked at something called the Survey for Alcohol Compliance Checks. These are operations that state excise police do where they take an underage person and send them into a liquor store or a gas station, convenience store, and see if they're able to purchase alcohol. When we looked at the statistics, we found that liquor stores actually sold to minors at rates that were higher than grocery, convenience, big box, and pharmacy stores. So the argument that they've been using for a long time at the State House didn't appear to pan out based on the data that we analyzed.
Well, what could this mean for this debate moving forward? Obviously, there's a study commission looking at all of this. They'll meet again here the week after next, and then going into next year's legislative session, this will be a big topic. What do you think this data might mean for people on both sides of this issue moving forward?
Yeah, well, I think if you ask lawmakers, they would say that public policy arguments, especially those involving public safety, are really important parts of this debate. So it'll be interesting to see how much weight they give the findings like the ones we found, and whether they make their decision based on that or other factors such as economic considerations and fairness among the various types of stores that sell alcohol in Indiana.
All right, you can read more of that analysis at IndyStar.com. Hey, Tony, also at the State House, some controversy this past week about a proposal from State Rep Jim Lucas that would require journalists to be licensed. This in the wake of some of the president's tweets, of course, about the media. What's going on here? This is a lawmaker who often is focused on Second Amendment issues. Is he simply trying to make a point here or actually planning to file a bill on this topic?
Right, so he's had a bill drafted, so there's a bit of a process involved with that. He hasn't actually filed this bill, and it would essentially require journalists to be licensed. This would involve fingerprinting, it would involve applying to state police to get this license. So it's very much the same path that's currently used to license people who want to carry a handgun in Indiana. And so it is largely rhetorical. He's trying to make the point that if it's okay for you to license my Second Amendment right to bear arms, why wouldn't it be okay to license the First Amendment right, the freedom of the press? So it seems to be more of an argument than a serious proposal at this point. But when asked if he's going to file this, he plays it pretty coy and won't directly answer the question. He's at one point suggested that his decision about whether to file it will depend on how journalists behave and how they cover the gun rights debate that he's more interested in.
Well, then we will be watching you, Tony, to see how you behave in the days and weeks to come. Tony Cook reporting for us in the IndyStar newsroom today. Tony, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we're right back after this with this week's winners and losers. Stick around.